So you got one up here in Illinois, Missouri, and Iowa. Threat for tornadoes, hail, and severe gusts will spread eastward through late afternoon. Most probable peak intensity for tornadoes, 130 miles an hour. Damaging wind, 80 miles an hour. Hail, 2.5 inches. And then down here, for portions of Illinois, Missouri, and Arkansas, developing thunderstorms could evolve into a few supercell structure. Developing thunderstorms could evolve into a few supercell structures, posing the risk for a tornado into early evening. Most probable peak intensity for tornadoes, 130 miles an hour. Damaging wind, 70 miles an hour. Hail, 1.75 inches. There's hardly even a risk area there. If we look at this on Weatherwise and go outlooks, category or tornado. Okay, I mean, I guess there's a 2 and 5% SIG risk, but still, it's not crazy. There's a blowing dust advisory out there. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds with gusts of 45. There is a bit of a supercell right there near Memphis, Tennessee, so we need to watch that. Our air rotation is really picking up. Alright, our CC scans. Here we go. So we go back to 459 right there. Hold on. Radar is glitched, chat. Right there. And we'll go back to right there. There was a CC drop, so we could have a tornado on the ground there. Possibly. Right there near Lexington, Iowa. So please get to shelter if you are in those areas. We have the tornado warning. It's for Johnson and Washington counties in Iowa. Season drop in the tornado warning possible. Season drop, can't confirm it. Yeah, that rotation was pretty crazy. Some of the past scans in Marengo. Okay, thank you, Electric. Oh, yeah. On that storm, so that's good. But yeah, definitely some pretty strong rotation. Okay. Ten four. All right, sorry. Let's get Cruz to 10 likes, chat. He's at 7. Wow, look at the hook there, chat. Big hook, but look, our rotation area. Let's make sure that they're same scan. Yeah, our area of rotation ran at the same time as our reflectivity, but it's not under the hook. So I think this is our actual area of rotation there. You can kind of see it, just barely. So that kind of looks like contamination because those scans ran at different times. All right. Let me check. Oh, yeah. So some of our storm chasers out there, some of the storm chasers I'm watching have pretty good views of those storms, so I'll continue to watch that. But look at the hook. Where's Carmen? He's just to the south of it. Look at our storm chaser. He is just south of this big tornado warning storm. Looks like a nice day. Just to the north. Look at that hook. Big area of rotation there. So, pretty crazy. And check all these cells out that are still developing. Gotta watch that. Look at this one. Already getting little beans out here. So, not go. Already got some early signs of rotation on some of those storms, so not good. Start getting on our Mississippi and Louisiana storms. I've been live for 2 hours and 13 minutes, so pretty good so far. We're going pretty strong. Let me get another sip of water here. Yes, my water bottle sounds like a dolphin. I don't know why. Alright, I think I'm going to take a quick break here, chat. And just drop it in to give you a like. Can't hang around modding for Conocroft right now. You're doing a great job. Thank you, 88 GTI. Thank you so much. I understand. But thank you so much for dropping a like. You're getting concerned on the Supercell, not trying to scare anyone, but this looks concerning. Yeah, definitely looks concerning. I mean, look at this. It's just big time wrapping up. Okay, here's our legit area of rotation now. So this is recycled from up here to right here, directly under that hook. So we really got to watch that. No CC drop yet, but we really would not be surprised if we see a CC drop here soon. Cruz, I see how it is, trying to take my views, huh? Just kidding. Oh. Brandon Kopic is right in front of this area of rotation. There's a big wall cloud. Is that a tornado? Holy crap. You can see this thing rotating. It is rapidly rotating wall cloud. You can literally see it on Brandon's stream. watch it. You can see it spinning. Okay, Brandon is saying it's a bowl funnel now. You can kind of see it. So we got a big funnel. This is what that is. Big bowl funnel is what Brandon Kopic is saying. So we might see a large tornado come down here very soon. Yeah, you see how it's getting low there? It was flat, now it's low. And that's a big time funnel coming down. Alright, I'm gonna update stream title here, chat. Tour on the ground, potentially, probably, actually, yeah. Okay, tornado on the ground, tornado on the ground. We've got debris. We've got debris, hold on. Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground, debris. Brandon Kopic is like almost in this. Okay, Brandon is in it. Stormchaser is tornado imminent. Yep. Big tornado on the ground now. Look at all these other cells. These are starting to rotate too. Okay, it is down, is what Brandon's saying. And, I mean, look at our debris. Look at our hook and our velocity couplet. Absolutely insane. Okay, sorry, y'all are hearing Cruz's audio in the back too. They just updated this tornado warning, but it's not observed. Not an observed warning for some reason, but it is on the ground. Hey, thank you so much to whoever subscribed. Thank you very much. Helps out so much. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who's liked the stream so far. It's helping get this information out on the algorithm more, and helping get this out to more people who may be in the path of these storms. You know, watch up here, low air rotation trying to come together. And wow, look at that. Another big hook. Area of rotation also trying to come together. But we're going to stick here on our main storm. Our main supercell. It's barely staying out ahead of this line. It is only about 3 miles away from connecting with this line, so we'll see if this can stay ahead of the line or if it will get swept up into the line. You still have our area rotation right here. It's kind of dying a little bit. There is a CC drop right there, debris signature. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. Man, look at all these other cells. Your Buffalo Prairie, that one's got a big hook on it. This one's trying to get a hook. This one's also trying to get a hook. And look at all these cells. Classic beginning supercell. Some of these are rotating too. So yeah, that is a tornado on the ground. Fairfax rotation in Iowa. I'll check on that in a second. Every Stormchaser on Weatherwise is in the tornado warning. Yeah, basically. Fairfax, Iowa. Fairfax, Iowa. Oh yeah, that's that area that I was just checking on a couple minutes ago. Going up there towards Cedar Rapids. Ringo one, yep. Where is the tornado? So the thing about these big bowl funnel tornadoes, when they're making ground contact, but it's not a condensed funnel, you don't really know where the tornado is. Looking like it's wrapping up near Fairfax. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting a little tighter there. Yeah, look at all these cells popping up. Some of these already have areas of rotation. Not good, Chen. Not good. You might see a big tornado outbreak later. Tornado warning. So this is tornado on the ground. We knew it was on the ground, but now the National Weather Service is concerned. Is that our funnel? I think this is our funnel right here. What is going on? There's multiple funnels. Oh, there's Dominator. Did y'all see Dominator? We caught Dominator on the stream, chat. Alright. That's pretty cool. Dominator was on the stream. First time that's happened, tornado upgraded. Okay. So, we'll see. We'll see if this is still on the ground. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's it's recycling. For sure. See how this is longer now, but it's like this up here. I think we'll see a new hook. So watching that area to the north. Watch that new little area trying to pop up. Alright. Let's see here. Cruise's stream is muted. Alright, Alright, let's watch all these other cells, man. Sheesh, look at that. Look at these cells. Alright, Carmen's camera was glitching out a little bit. He's still in that storm. But, man, look at all these little baby supercells. We definitely need to watch all those. I think this one we definitely need to watch because it's really all by itself. Just completely all by itself. So, we'll watch that one here. We'll watch these other ones too. So, watch those. All right. See how this hook is breaking apart there, and how our area of rotation is forming back up here, and how we have a new hook forming. This is recycling. So, big time recycle phase. I'll be right back, chat. I gotta get up and move around real fast. I'll put some music on real fast. Okay, I'll be right back, chat, in just a minute. includes Cedar, Johnson, and Cedar and Johnson and Muscatine counties in Iowa. So if you're in those areas, please get to shelter, lowest most interior room of a sturdy structure. All right. Confirm tornado warning. Yep. Thank you, Cam. There's not much rotation under it, so I don't know why it's confirmed. I'm trying to eat a snack here real fast, so bear with me, chat. What'd you miss? Not much. I went to grab a snack real fast. There's a new observed tornado warning, though, for Iowa City. Update stream title. There we go. Alright, I'm back. So, if you are just not seeing again, this is an observed. This is an observed tornado warning for Johnson and Washington counties in Iowa and Muscatine County. Or Cedar, Johnson, and Muscatine counties in Iowa, and then Washington and Johnson counties in Iowa. Our Stormchaser Carmen Palermo is directly in the path of this storm, so if there's... Well, actually, I think this tornado warning up here is for this storm. With that area of rotation, but then there's not much of an area of rotation over here. I mean, Tornado Pagey and them are right under a little area of rotation. So Carmen's in the path of that line, so. Chill with the dolphin noises in here. Alright, bro. Alright, back. So I'm just trying to eat here. I'm not trying to munch. So. You do get to hear the water bottle dolphin noise most of the time, though. Let's check back in on these storms out here near Memphis. They're not doing too much yet, so that's good. Yeah, I think this is contamination. Oh wait, there's the latest scan. Okay, never mind. It's just recycling. This is the original hook. This is the new one, so it's recycling up here. You can see that new air rotation. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Alright, chat. That looks fire. Yeah, our area of rotation is still there, but it's not very strong. Doesn't look like a CC drop either. That's contamination, I believe. Alright. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking too much right now, chat. Dangerous storm trying to rotate south of Davenport. Where is Davenport? Ah. South of Davenport. Oh. I think that's contamination though, because see the hook is down here. This is the rotation. I don't know, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm sure all these storms, excuse me, sorry, I did not mean to burp. This one has some legit some rotation. I mean, I'm sure all these storms will have a potential for to produce tornadoes later today. text. Did not realize. Alright. It could be contaminated, yeah. Oh Lord. Cruz is watching that. Cruz is watching the video. No way he straight faces the whole thing. Alright. You think you'll get a tornado watch? Where are you? I can't say anything off of just, do you think I'll get a tornado watch? Because I have no clue where you're located, so feel free to give me a location or an area at least so that I can know. Who just left? Alright, sorry for muting every now and then, chat. I'm trying to finish my snack. Honestly, I think we might end off stream. We've been live for almost 3 hours. That's my water bottle. If y'all can hear that. I don't even know if y'all can hear it, but that's my water bottle. That's not me. I think it's gonna put down a tornado. I don't really know. There's not much rotation right now. I mean, I bet it's trying to recycle, but we'll see. Snack? What's your snack? Honey Nut Cheerios. Allegan, Michigan. Allegan, Michigan. vegetation over the tornado warning is dying or something. Also, quit blaming the water bottle. Okay, bro. Oh, this little store. Oh, what? That's crazy. And it just got severe warned. Tornado possible tag 70 mile per hour. Considerable warning. Thank you, Electric, for pointing that out. I would not have seen that. This one's all up there by itself. Is there even severe risk up there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess there's a 5% SIG tornado risk up there, but still. Kalamazoo, that's up there near Kalamazoo. Christopher lives up there in Kalamazoo. Yeah, definitely a little air rotation. We'll watch that one. You know if Lake County will get a tornado watch? Which state is that in? Lake County, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. There's a bunch of Lake counties. Which state is that in? Indiana. All right, let me check. Lake County. Lake County, Indiana. Yeah, you'll probably, you might get under a tornado watch later today. You're under a 5% significant tornado risk and a 15% significant wind risk. So, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that you get put under a tornado watch today. So, just stay safe out there. Let me know if there's anywhere else you'd like me to check on. Thinking your mom is worried? Yeah, just keep her updated. Also, thank you everybody who's subscribed so far this stream. Thank you very much. Feel free to let me know in the chat if you did subscribe. I'll give you a shout out. But thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far. Make sure to share the stream and like the stream to help get the information out to others and out on the algorithm as well. I'm going to finish my snack here real quick. And go drop a like on his stream while you're at it, chat. Alright, we're almost at the 3-hour stream mark, so we'll take it out to 3 hours and we'll see how things are going. We might end it. We might end stream here soon. We did get a new meso skills discussion. I'll pull that up here real quick. What is Cruz talking about? Tornado on the ground. It still has the observe tag, but I don't think it's on the ground. Nobody's been reporting it on the ground recently. I gotta sneeze real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, we're good. Is the rotation already breaking? Yeah, rotation's kind of not as crazy anymore. Don't in-stream simulcast yours and you'll get more watch hours and stuff. Just getting credits somewhere on the screen. I can't. I could. Yes, I could, but like at the same time, like I want to do other stuff, and I mean I could stream, but like I don't want to, because then I have to mute my audio or leave it on, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean I could simulcast, but I don't think I probably will. I'll see. Alright, give me just a second. I'm almost done with my snack. Let's finish real quick. Alright, I'm good now. I finished that, so we're good now. 4 minutes away from being live. We're 4 hours, and then we'll see how things are going. The storm's got a hook trying to form, but it's a little more damaging wind right now. What is going on? Alright. Alright. Al again, considerable severe. Thank you. I'm surprised that they left the observe tag on this storm. Alright, you said where? Allegan, Michigan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. That's the other thing with going live this early. Like, I was expecting that it wasn't going to be too crazy yet. Yes, we had a few tornadoes, but nothing super crazy yet. But, you know, I kind of wanted to get on here, do sort of like a briefing almost, and severe weather coverage. Because I said I was going to make a video today. I decided not to. Just updated stream title. I mean, there was nothing wrong with stream title, but I mean, there's an observed warning still, but I don't think that there's a tornado on the ground. Alright, let's take a look at the mesoscale discussion that we got. Oops. Okay, I forgot. Not an observed tornado warning, sorry. I mean, there is an observed tornado warning, but, you know. Sorry about that. Not meaning to do that. Greatest tornado risk next couple of hours. Most probable peak intensity for tornadoes, 150 miles an hour. Damaging wind, 80 miles an hour. Hail, 1.75 inches. So that's up here in those areas. Okay, 12 minutes ago, we actually got a tornado report from this observed tornado warning. There was a tornado report there. And we were getting tornado reports and funnel cloud reports out of this line. Might have just been from that storm earlier and they could see it and that's just where they were, or if it's from the line. A little air rotation down here, even a little bit of a hook near Muscatine in Iowa. A new severe thunderstorm warning: Jackson County, Cedar County, Scott County, Johnson County, Jones County, Muscatine County, and Clinton counties in Iowa. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail, and tornado possible tag on that one. Alright, we've been live for over 3 hours now, so with that, I think we're probably going to end off stream. Yeah, Cruz, I will if I end. Which I am going to. Alright. So, with that, that is honestly... That's gonna do it for this stream. Now, I will be live again later today, probably. Alright. Alright, so with that, that's gonna do it for this stream channel. Let me get the outro song up. Here we go. Been a while since we've done this one, so So, yo, what's up, Evan? Yo. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. I'll probably be live again later tonight, so make sure to turn on those notifications so that you know when I am live again. But with that, that's gonna do it for this stream. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Radar glowing clouds on the rise. You already know what time it is. Sky turn green, feel it in the air. Thunder rolling like it don't even care. Camera steady, boots on the road. Stormchaser vibes, yeah, we in that mode. From the calm to the chaos, front row seat. When the wind start talking, we listen to the beat. Sirens humming, but we stay alive. If you love the storm.
Alright, so I think we could get a tornado warning that could potentially look like something like this if this rotation does continue to strengthen. It few scans. Sorry guys, I'm listening to a banger song from Stormchaser 575 stream. There's that area that we need to be watching potentially. If we could continue to do things. We do have a pretty strong damaging wind threat moving towards the town of Bennett and New Liberty, Iowa. Who's this? What chaser is this? Like Rob. No, Brandon Payne. Oh, dang. I thought he was chasing with Connor. Okay. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our MRMS radar, which is pretty much just the radar for the whole United States. We do still have that tornado warning in effect right here. That will be allowed to expire pretty soon here and won't be a concern anymore or anything like that. And once that one does expire, we will go down to just a severe thunderstorm warning. So there is some rain pretty much scattered all across the U.S. today, especially in these lines here where we are having some rain there. And our biggest thunderstorm / tornado threat is right over here. Just got told to check a chat. Hold up. Alrighty. This tornado warning should be allowed to expire pretty soon. 10 minutes. If they don't just cancel it. Which I think is still a possibility. We have a new mesoscale discussion down here. 4 parts of north, eastern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, parts of southern Illinois there, maybe even some portions of Tennessee and Kentucky. Alright, we just had 2 hours on the live stream here, so. Did I see your website? Yes.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning for what? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I told you they would extend that tornado warning. Like 5 minutes ago. Said they would extend this for Toronto, Grand Mount, Wheatland, Bennett, and everything for this area of rotation that is right about here. I think it's mainly this one right here. Is what they issued that for. They issued it for something in here. It's definitely not visible right now anymore. Alright, right here. That's crazy right there. That's some pretty strong area of rotation. Hold up, chat. Alright, WeatherCraft. You are a moderator now. Okay, John Sage, thank you for tuning in here. What about Covington, Tennessee? Covington, Tennessee. Is that close to Memphis? I know, yeah. Covington, Tennessee. Oh, okay, you are under a special weather statement. Covington, Tennessee. I know you've probably had some strong storms move through earlier. You will have some decent thunderstorms start to move through pretty soon here. Mainly, overall, your threat for today is just going to be some scattered rainfall, potentially moderate to heavy rainfall at times. Maybe a few flash flood warnings could be issued, as these are some very slow-moving storms over your area, meaning that they will be pretty much stalling over your city. We've been live here for just over 2 hours here, so if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. So there is a decent area of rotation here. I can see what they issued this for. It was either this one or this one. One of the two. I'm more thinking this one over Loudon. There is not a tornado on the ground. Yeah, no tornado on the ground here, but you could potentially be seeing up to $50 sized hail. This does include Cedar County, Scott County, and Clinton County. Screen is frozen, bro. I hate when it does that. Refresh. Alright, chat, we're back. Alright, thank you. Saw some decent looking storms and getting rain. Wind is blowing here. Yeah, you will have a pretty strong wind threat for today as well. Yes, let's get to 20 likes. There we go. There is the screen on the camera. I'm gonna lock in. I'm not gonna talk to the call that I'm on anymore. I'm just gonna lock in here. Unless they talk to me first, I'm not talking to them. Here's Loudon there with an area of rotation and potentially up here towards Toronto. I think this one down here near Loudon is in the biggest concern there. Guys, be sure to leave a like down below on the stream. Let's try to get to 20 likes like John said in the chat. We are currently at 12 likes. We are 8 away. I'm sure we will be live for a while. So, yeah. Honestly, probably going to be one of the longest streams that I've been here for. That I've actually been on the screen the whole time, pretty much. That I've at least been here for the whole time. Decent area of rotation here. Okay, wrong one. Decent area of rotation here and potentially here. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay, wrong thing. Velocity. What? I'm not sure if y'all can hear me or not, but what the crap? Dude. Stormchaser 575, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not through the stream here. I'm not talking on Discord right now, but gang, you need to chill out. Right. Right there, decent area rotation. So, yeah. Honestly, nothing crazy is going on right now. We do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings down here at the border of Indiana and Illinois there. Take a look on reflectivity here. Just some moderate to heavy thunderstorms. Spots of 5 and a WeatherCraft. Y'all can hear me. I am muting my Discord, so. Yeah, here is a decent area rotation. It's just kind of hard to talk whenever y'all are talking in the background, but now it's dead silent, so I'm going to have to pull up some sort of audio. Alright, chat. Alrighty. Where's chat at today? Alright guys, WeatherCraft in chat there, WeatherCraft Productions is also simulcasting my stream. So see here. There is now just 1 tornado warning in effect. Radar indicated potentially $half sized hail. Okay, switch radars. Hold up, chat. Alright, chat. Area right here of rotation. There could be one of 3 rotation areas that they issued this for. Here, here, or here. I do think it was probably this one over here near Toronto, but it's just kind of falling apart now that we're getting. Now that it's been tornado warned for a longer amount of time now. Alrighty. So yeah. We will go over a little briefing of what's happening right now around the United States. Sorry guys, if you're just not tuning in here, I am sick, so y'all are gonna have to hang in there with me. Alrighty. It's sort of, these storms are about to enter the prime environment for tornadoes. We have been live since these storms were back over here in portions of southern Iowa over here, close to Des Moines, or Des Moines, however the crap you say that, this city right here. And now they are entering Illinois, so yeah, there is 2 active tornado warnings in effect now, apparently. There is this one down here near Galesburg and Knoxville. I believe they just did allow, nope, they did not allow that one to expire. So yeah, there is a tornado warning down here. We're going to potentially swap to this radar if it is still up. It's one of these ones. Is that a Dow? I don't think so. I don't know.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
There's that new tornado warning for this right here. This one X marks the spot. These are just radar indicated, meaning that there is no tornado on the ground. We don't have observed tornado warning. in the U.S., as of now at least, meaning that there are no tornadoes on the ground, just some radar-indicated rotation here. This one is moving towards Cameron and Berwick. We'll take a look at our velocity scans here. I do see where they could have issued this either in one of these two areas here, as it heads up towards Galesburg, Knoxville, Victoria, Watauga, Henderson, Oneida, Williamsfield, Truro, and Abingdon, as well as Coldbrook, Utah, and everything like that. Let me go ahead and shut off YouTube here on the other monitor. Here, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get up and go stretch. I've been sitting at this office chair for upwards of 2 hours and something minutes. The only time I've gotten up so far was to go to the restroom and to get my DoorDash. So y'all are going to have to hang in there while I go take a quick little break, and y'all can watch the radar loop. I'm also fixing to turn up the music pretty loud, so protect your ears. asking me, potentially bringing some pretty strong winds as well. To lift my chair up a little bit more. So yeah, my posture is terrible. All right, the stretch routine has just been updated on, or has just been uploaded as a YouTube short on my channel. There is a pretty strong area of rotation here for this tornado warning here, including Galesburg, Illinois, Knoxville, Illinois, Henderson, Altona, Victoria, Williamsfield, whatchamacall that place? Abingdon. How you feeling, Cruz? I'm feeling alright. Just gotta push through the stream. So, yeah. We're getting there. It's alright, but we're pushing through. We've so far been streaming for 2.5 hours, so planning on streaming for probably another 2 hours, honestly. I might head out here for a minute and take a break. I'm not going to end the stream, but I might potentially head out for just a second. We're still going to continue to stream for now. Until at least both of these tornado warnings expire. This one back up here, including Wheatland, Calmus, Toronto, Lost Nation, Grand Mound, is still a tornado warning. It will expire in about 3 minutes. I don't think they're even going to even think about reissuing one for any of these areas. Head back down here towards this one, where, matter of fact, I still do have a pretty strong area of rotation, as this is entering Illinois.
A new tornado warning has been
Tornado warning for. Okay.
issued.
New tornado warning for southern. Radar site to that is. I know that's a tough thing for them to issue. Sort of in a radar hole. So yeah. Now there is a tornado warning in Michigan. So if you are in Van Buren County or Kalamazoo County, in southwestern Michigan, take shelter. Now you are under a tornado warning, so no tornado on the ground. A lot of people think that a tornado warning means that a tornado is on the ground. There's that area of rotation there, just close to Matawan. It's starting to rotate right over the Matawan Air Park Aerodrome, the Matawan. Okay, just the school's elementary camp, as well as the consolidated school and everything like that, headed up north in Michigan. Headed up more to the northeast in Michigan. Tornado threat is just now starting to really pick up here, or really starting to ramp up here. I do still have a tornado warning if you are in Galesburg, Knoxville, Henderson, Watauga, Oneida, Altona, Victoria, Williamsfield. Y'all are all included in a tornado warning. Same as parts of Abingdon. Y'all are all included in a tornado warning. So please take shelter now. Christopher Lesnick.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
It's not observed, so I'm not too worried. New tornado warning for what? Are we serious? Come on. What are we doing? There is no reason on this earth that they should have extended that. And I mean no reason at all that they should have extended this. There's absolutely no rotation. You can't look at that and tell me that there's an area of rotation and even this line here, except for that, potentially. But other than that, you cannot tell me that there's an area there. Christopher's alright. He's fine. There's no tour on the ground, like I said, so. Once again, my biggest concern for now is this Galesburg and Knoxville tornado warning. Other than this Galesburg and Knoxville tornado warning, we do have one up here in parts of southwestern Michigan, one up here in northern Illinois, and one in parts of central Illinois. Honestly, my main concern is this one right here. These two I'm not too worried about. So, yeah. Nothing crazy is happening right now. Overall, just these three tornado warnings. Go ahead and switch us over to the MRMS radar, which is pretty much just the contiguous, or however the crap you want to say that, continental. They call it everything else, United States. So, take a look at what is happening all over the U.S. right now. We do have some rain showers up here in parts of the northern part of the state there, northern part of the United States there. These are our main storm-producing line of storms here. The further west we go, just some scattered rain and snow potentially over here in the western part of the United States, or mainly the northwestern part of the United States. Further south we go, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Illinois. Or
A new tornado
Louisiana
warning
there.
has been
I'm
issued.
not sure what tornado warning just got issued. We'll take a look at it on radar. It's that southwestern Michigan one, I guarantee you. Probably just got updated.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Crap, they keep updating these and I keep getting notified of it. They have upgraded this one in Kalamazoo. Still radar indicated, expires in 42 minutes. We head back over here. In whatever county this is. Carroll, Jackson, and Clinton.
A new
county.
tornado warning has been issued.
That one expires in about 42 minutes, with that one just to the south in Galesburg expiring in 27 minutes, and then the one in Coldbrook, Cameron, and Utah parts.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Expires in 12 minutes. I'm not sure why I keep getting updated and notified of tornado warnings whenever they get updated. I don't really care that they're getting updated. Unless they're getting updated to observed, I don't want to hear it. We've been live for 2.5 hours now, guys, so if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. TC drop west of Charlotte, Iowa. Charlotte, Iowa. Charlotte, Iowa. Assuming it's over here somewhere. Wait. Charlotte, Iowa. Charlotte. Okay. South. Oh, that's in the tornado warning. Potentially. I think that's just contamination mainly. That's north of Charlotte, though. I don't know why I picked that radar. Go to this radar. I think it's probably just contamination, honestly. Okay. In Illinois, Iowa, Illinois. Look at the other side. What? Bro, what? Oh, this? Holy crap. Are you talking about that? Oh, gosh. We might have a tornado on the ground here. Just to the south, in between Charlotte and Del Mar, there we are seeing that velocity scan there. That's crazy. With the potential CC drop right here. CC. Take a look at velocity. That's right there on that couplet. Could be a potential tornado on the ground about to go through the town of Petersville. So if you are in Petersville, please take shelter now. There could potentially be a tornado on the ground headed towards your area. You're good for all caps, bro. I honestly don't really care what y'all do. Just keep it family friendly, if possible. So there's a potential tornado headed towards Petersville. If you are in Petersville, is this Iowa or Illinois? I'm assuming this is Iowa. Yeah, if you're in Petersville, Iowa, take shelter now. There could be a potential tornado headed straight towards your area there with a CC drop, meaning that there's unmeteorological items flying in the sky, and our velocity scans is lining up perfectly with that debris signature. So a potential tornado is on the ground, headed straight towards the town of Petersville. Pretty much on top of y'all right now. You'll have to run to your safe place. Don't walk. Run to your safe place if you're in Petersville, Iowa. Once again, right in this circled area there is some sort of debris flying in the air with a tornado potentially on the ground. There's no potentially. There is a tornado on the ground headed straight towards the town of Petersville. The National Weather Service has yet to catch up on this, but right there we can see that couplet on velocity here, which is just our winds. The green is moving towards the radar, and the red is moving away from the radar. If we take a look at our so there we can see there that yellow just means strong winds. Pretty much we switch over to our debris. Okay, has moved up to the north. So it has already moved through the town of Petersville. A potentially large and violent tornado is headed up through parts of southeastern Riggs, headed up there towards that Browns area there. So, yeah. Is this upgraded to observed? No, it's still radar indicated. That's crazy. The tornado is on the ground right now, just to the north of Charlotte, Iowa. If you are in Preston, Spragueville, or any of those surrounding areas in Iowa, take shelter immediately. There is a tornado on the ground in these areas. There's 100% a tornado on the ground.
A new
Please tell me this
tornado warning has.
Okay, it's not even observed yet. What are we doing, National Weather Service? Bro, look, that is a tight, and I mean tight velocity couplet. As we take a look at our correlation coefficient, right there, there is debris right there. CC drop, meaning that there is debris that has been spotted on radar. There's a large tornado potentially on the ground in between in between Riggs and Charlotte in Iowa, headed up towards Browns, Preston, and Spragueville in Iowa. Please take shelter immediately if you are involved in this tornado warning here. I will read out the counties to you. The counties are Carroll County, Jackson County, and Clinton County. If you are in any of those three counties I just listed, there's a tornado on the ground in your county. Please take shelter now. Tornado, pretty much large and violent tornadoes on the ground here. I will show you all again. Take a look at our reflectivity here. This is what most of y'all normally see. Right here is that reflectivity here, which take a look at velocity. We have a pretty tight velocity couplet here, meaning that we have some rotation. We switch it over to correlation coefficient, which is our debris. It's right there, debris ball on radar, meaning that there is some debris on the radar here. Unmeteorological items flying in the sky in between Riggs and Charlotte in Iowa. If you are in that, please take shelter immediately. Can't stress it enough. this is about to move straight into Spragueville and Preston in Iowa. A tornado is on the ground. It's headed straight towards y'all.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded. A new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay, mic is muted. Large and violent tornado on the ground headed towards Spragueville and Preston. I do apologize about that. There is a tornado on the ground headed straight towards y'all. So be sure to take shelter immediately. If you're in Preston, Spragueville, Miles, these are all city names, not human names. Please take shelter. As we can see right there, there's our debris signature. We'll take a look at our velocities here. If it will update, right there is our rotation on radar. Take a look at reflectivity. There is some heavy rainfall there, as well as some thunderstorms. Switch back over to our correlation coefficient here, which is our debris. Right there. Tornado on the ground. Please take shelter now if you are in Preston, Spragueville, or Miles in Iowa. Once again, we've been live here for about 2 hours and 37 minutes. Approaching 2 hours and 38 minutes now. 2 hours and 38 minutes now. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah. Like I said, large tornado on the ground headed straight towards Preston, Spragueville. It's not as intense anymore. But there is still some signs of debris right about here. About to enter straight into the town of Preston. And I mean straight into the town of Preston. So if you are in Preston, take shelter now. You do not have time to walk. Run to your safe place. There is a tornado on the ground. There we go. There y'all can see it now. Take shelter now if you are in Preston. As we can see right there, there is our debris on radar. Take shelter as fast as you possibly can. And that lines up with our velocity scans, which is just our wind speeds. As we can see there where this green, red, yellow meets, that is winds moving in the opposite direction, meaning that this is rotating, okay? The yellow winds are moving towards the radar. Same with the green. Same goes for green and yellow are both moving towards the radar, while red is moving away. Whenever it gets this close together like that, that means that a tornado is forming, and there's rotation indicated on radar. Take a look back at our debris signature there. We can see that debris. Once again, this is moving straight into the town of Preston as we speak. This is moving at 45 miles per hour, so it's already in Preston, I guarantee you. I know we cannot see it yet, because it only upgrades every minute. The radar does, but I guarantee you. It's moving straight through the town of Preston right now, destroying something. It's a very rain-wrapped storm, meaning that we would not be able to see it on traffic cameras or webcams. So... All right. That was my chair, guys, I promise. This is a very rain-wrapped storm. About to enter Preston with a tornado on the ground. Like I said, tornado on the ground. I cannot stress this enough. If you are in Preston, take shelter now. All right. There's that tornado warning. And there's that tornado on the ground heading straight towards Preston, Iowa. I need velocity to refresh. Large and violent tornado is on the ground in Preston, Iowa. It's not as significant, but we are still seeing some signs of debris in Preston and Spragueville in Iowa. So there is still a tornado on the ground. Once again, this is an observed tornado warning by the National Weather Service. This was a lot stronger when it was back over here near Delmar, where we saw a pretty strong area of rotation. As well as it lining up with a very strong area of some debris on correlation coefficient. But if we head back up here towards its active, to where it is active right now, take a look there. There's that correlation coefficient. Same goes for velocity and reflectivity. It's a very rain-wrapped tornado, meaning that you will not be able to see it as it's moving towards you. It will be pure rain, heavy rain wrapped around it. And then out of nowhere, there's going to be a tornado right on top of you. So you do not have time to wait and get in your safe place. Yes, prayers for Preston.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, new tornado warning. Let's see what this is for. Currently have 5 active tornado warnings in the U.S., including two in Michigan. All right, so there is still this tornado warning that has been in effect for like the past 30 minutes. In southwestern Michigan, it will be allowed to expire in 26 minutes. It is about to move through the town of Penn, Vandalia, as it moves up towards Marcellus within the next 30 minutes or so. Take a look back down at this one here that just moved through Miles in Iowa. There is still a tornado on the ground here. This is a pretty large tornado as well, being probably, I would say, a few miles wide. Few miles wide in miles. This is headed up north, more towards the northeast here. Savannah. Everything like that. That's still a decently concerning threat right there. We've been live here for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, I can deafen. Okay. Done. Take a look back at our velocity here. Velocity scans are starting to fall apart, but there is still some signs of some debris falling from the sky up here. This is about to move straight through the town of Van Buren. So if you're in Van Buren, potentially on the ground. There could still be a tornado on the ground here. Not 100% confirming that, but there is still some debris in the air, at least as of our latest scan. Electric tornado, watch out for that. Just a tornado watch, no tornado warning. Alright, so this is moving up here towards Green Island, and Reeseville and Twin Springs. Headed straight towards the town of Reeseville and Twin Springs. You are in Reeseville, one of those two cities in Iowa. You are about to get hit by a potential tornado on the ground here. There is some debris in the air. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but if you're in Reeseville or Twin Springs or even Green Island, run to your safe place now. A tornado is potentially on the ground here, and it's pretty large. Multiple football fields wide. At least that the debris is being thrown. So be aware. Take a look at velocities here. Winds are still pretty strong. Take a look at reflectivity. It's not as rain-wrapped anymore, but there is still signs of debris in the air, especially over Van Buren as it just went through a town. So it just went through Van Buren and Preston. So if you're in Van Buren and Preston, you are miraculously still watching the stream. If your power is not out yet, then yeah, go help. If you're in Reeseville and you're miraculously watching the streams, Reeseville or Twin Springs, take shelter immediately. Run to your shelter now. This tornado is about to move straight over Reeseville and Twin Springs within the next 45 seconds. So take shelter now or run. We don't have time to walk. Be sure you have shoes at least as well. Alrighty, we're back. Alright. If you are miraculously turning in from Reeseville or Twin Springs, there is a tornado that is currently recycling, and there's a tornado on the ground, so take shelter as fast as you possibly can if you're in Reeseville or Twin Springs and you are miraculously turning in. There is a tornado on the ground, headed straight towards you. This has already gone through Van Buren and Preston, and there is debris fallout in the air right now. Holy crap, this is headed straight through Twin Springs and Reeseville and is causing damage. Take a look back at our velocity scans here. All right. All right, chat. Twin Springs and Reeseville. Take shelter now. There's a tornado headed straight through your town. if you haven't already taken shelter, you have probably already been hit by a tornado. There's potentially homes destroyed in Reeseville and Twin Springs along that Smith Creek area. And it's not, there's not even lightning in the storm right now. It's just light rain, and then as you take a look at your debris signature, there is pure debris and strong winds. All right. Take a look back at our correlation coefficient. Yes. All right. This is moving straight through Twin Springs right now. By the next time our oh my gosh, I'm fixing to have to deafen the call, bro. This is headed straight towards Pleasant Valley. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened. I think it went away. Here again. Okay, so I don't think there's a tornado on the ground anymore. But that could just be for this scan. There's some debris fallout over here close to Andover. It might have lifted up. Yeah. It's probably lifted up now. There's still some sort of signs of debris here. Overall, nothing crazy. So just some debris fallout. Holy crap. It's so hard to talk with these people in the background. All right. For the counties of hold up, chat. For the counties in southeastern Jackson and northeastern Clinton counties, a tornado warning still remains in effect. All right, bye, Stormchaser 575. There is no longer a tornado on the ground, at least that I'm seeing on radar. That could just be something issued with some sort of debris fallout over here, just to the west of Andover, south of Miles, closer to Teeds Grove and everything like that. In between Bryan and Teeds Grove is where that is there, or in between Bryant and Miles as well. There's still a little bit of debris fallout. Up here on the storm that just had a tornado on the ground literally less than 5 minutes ago. That there's no longer a tornado on the ground, at least that we were seeing on radar. Now, stay in your safe place still if you are in Jackson and Clinton County in Iowa. Please still remain in your safe place, as there is still a tornado warning in effect. Meaning that this could potentially, this is still a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. We have already seen it produce a tornado within the past few minutes. So, not seeing very much debris just some contamination. Okay, that debris fallout over there close to Andover and Grove, Teeds Grove, is no longer showing up on radar, so we now no longer have a debris fallout occurring down there in southern parts of this tornado warning. No doubt about it, there's some sort of damage in this tornado warning. Pretty much ranging from Del Mar all the way up through Savannah. There's definitely some sort of debris in any of these areas here. In this square here that I have drawn. This tornado warning did just get updated. It has been downgraded to a radar indicated tornado warning, meaning that there is no longer an observed tornado warning, meaning that there's no longer a tornado on the ground. So y'all are safe from a tornado hitting your house. I recommend you still stay in your safe place. Just because there's no a tornado on the ground doesn't mean to get out of your safe place. Please stay in your safe place. Just beware. This thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado and has had a history of producing tornadoes.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Not sure what this is for, unless that's the upgraded one right here. Once again, we still do have those 2 tornado warnings up here in Kalamazoo, or Kalamazoo up here in Michigan, as well as Marcellus. There is one about to enter Marcellus there. No tornado on the ground, just radar indicated. Both of these tornado warnings in Michigan are radar indicated, meaning that there's no tornadoes on the ground. It's just a thunderstorm capable of potentially dropping a tornado in the nearby future. As we head back over here towards this, down here near Kewanee, Tolin, Lafayette, and everything, and potentially Illinois. Yeah, in Illinois there is still a tornado warning in effect. Also, a radar indicated tornado warning means that there's no tornado on the ground. There's just a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. As we head back up here into Iowa, moving into parts of Illinois, there is a tornado warning that expires in 11 minutes. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Reeseville or 17 miles west of Mount Carroll, moving at 45 miles per hour up towards the northeast there, which is up towards Chicago, and everything like that. There is also a tornado warning in effect for Janesville, everything like that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Right there is our rotation. Actually, redo that. Just some contamination. Rotation with contamination. There's some rotation on velocities with some contamination on correlation coefficient. As we swap back over to our velocity here. Still that area of rotation. Switch back over to our reflectivity. Very heavy rain. Lighter rain in the area of rotation, but as you get further out, there is a rain curtain. So, yeah. Right. There is still a tornado warning in effect. Back over here in Iowa, including Clinton County, and parts of Jackson counties. In Iowa here, this is a storm that has already produced 1 tornado and may potentially have the history of producing a few more. At least as it moves off. Towards the northeast there. Still this one up here in Michigan, moving up towards the northeast in Michigan. There's also still this one up here moving up towards parts of Chicago within the next few hours or so. Everything like that. We'll switch back over to our MRMS radar, which is just the around the globe radar, or at least the around the U.S. radar. We have some rain showers back over here in the northwest, rain showers over here in the northeast, midwest area, with some pretty strong tornado events over here in northern Illinois, parts of Iowa, as well as parts of southern Wisconsin, maybe even parts of Indiana. It's included in this threat. Michigan is also included in some of this threat. I will be right back in about 5 minutes, guys. So just hang in there. Alright. WeatherCraft, if you can hear me, you're good to put me back. Okay, you already put me back on. Go back to our single site radar here. Take a look at this tornado warning back down here near Elmwood, where we do have a decent area of rotation right there headed towards Brimfield. No tornado is on the ground. We don't have any tornadoes on the ground at all, as of now at least. Every single tornado is radar indicated, meaning that there's radar indicated rotation caught on the radar. No tornado or no spotted tornadoes. Head back up here towards this one that expires in 7 minutes in Elmira, Tulin, Wyoming, and Bradford in Illinois. This is still a tornado warning. So stay in your safe place because it's capable of producing a tornado, but that one does expire in 7 minutes. There's no active tornado on the ground. Head back over here towards this one in Grand Decatur, Oregon. Or not Oregon, Grand Decatur, as well as parts of Woosung in Illinois. There is a decent area of rotation here. Overall, nothing crazy. This will expire in 7 minutes as well. Head back up north here a little bit as we enter the state of Wisconsin. As we enter Wisconsin, there are 2 tornado warnings. One for Janesville, Milton, another one for parts of Jonestown, as well as Anderson as well. There's no tornado on the ground, once again. However, there's a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So nothing to be scared about, just something to be aware about. So be aware and prepare. You will have some pretty strong winds moving through, as well as a potential for some pretty large hail, especially up there in Milton, where Milton's about to get some pretty large hail, everything like that. Overall, no debris has been spotted on radar, just some contamination on our debris signatures. Head back over here towards Michigan in Kalamazoo or whatever. Still a tornado warning for the next 21 minutes. No tornado on the ground or anything like that. Just something to be aware of, as it's a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This does expire in 20 minutes. So be aware. There is still a decent area of rotation here, just to the east of Western Michigan University. This is also just north of the Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport. This rotation is close to Red Roof Inn, 4 Points, and the Wings Event Center, as well as the Milham Park Golf Club, One Well Brewing, and the Inn Kalamazoo East or whatever. This is also headed towards the Town and Country Supermarket, as well as the Kalamazoo Country Fairgrounds and Juliana's Restaurant in Lakewood. No tornado on the ground, like I said. Just some radar indicated rotation right about here, indicating that radar has confirmed an area of some rotation that we need to keep an eye out for, as it could end up producing a tornado. This is just a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado down there in Michigan. So we head back down towards this one here in Brimfield. It's still a decent area of rotation. Right there. All these tornado warnings are capable of producing tornadoes. It's just severe thunderstorm warnings capable of producing tornadoes. There's no actual tornado on the ground in a tornado warning. This one does expire in 19 minutes. This tornado is probably moving, I'll say moving at 55 miles per hour. Holy crap. And this is, for some reason, expires in 19 minutes, and the rotation is right about here. So this will expire in about 19-ish minutes. If you are in Brimfield, Yacht City, let's see here what counties. If you are in southeastern Knox and northwestern Peoria counties in Illinois, be aware as y'all are in a tornado warning. Now, once again, I will say this again, like I said, every single one of these tornado warnings is a severe thunderstorm warning, or is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It does not mean that it's going to 100% produce a tornado. It just means that it has that threat to produce a tornado. So it's something we need to be keeping an eye on, as it does have that threat, therefore producing a potential tornado. We will go ahead and do a quick little rundown of all of our models and everything like that. Give me just a second here. Letting somebody do something real fast. Let me go ahead and pull up our forecast for tomorrow. Okay, so as we pull up Storm Prediction Center outlooks for tomorrow, we do have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for these areas right here in northern Missouri, southern Iowa. We might be covering tomorrow's threat live. Overall, I'm not too sure on whether or not we will. It's a level 3 out of 5 again. So it does have that threat for producing a potential tornado or two. As there also is that tornado outlook for tomorrow with a level 2 out of 5 tornado risk. Now, that is also marked with intensity group level 1, indicating that any tornadoes that could occur could be stronger by 1 scale on the could be stronger by 1 to 2 scales on the EF scale. So if there was, on the green highlighted area where there is that potential, or where there is that black outlined area with the black dashes in between, there could be that potential for the EF2 tornadoes. Because the green highlighted area normally indicates EF1 tornadoes are possible. But where it has that intensity group level 1, indicating that it could jump up 1 scale on the EF scale. 2 scales is for intensity group level 3, or for intensity. Intensity level 1 indicates that we could potentially see 1 scale in the EF scale above what's actually forecasted. Intensity group level 2 means we could potentially see 2 scales above in the EF scale of what is initially forecasted. Pretty much the same thing goes for the intensity group level 3, just 3 above the EF scale of what could be initially forecasted. It's sort of just a way to indicate that it is stronger than most may think. So we could potentially see EF3 tornadoes tomorrow in that brown highlighted area. We take a look at our wind risk here. We do have a threat, I would say, for probably upwards of 80 to 90 mile per hour winds. And that red highlighted area, also marked with intensity group level 1. Yellow highlighted area potentially seeing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. With that brown highlighted area there, potentially seeing 30 to 40 mile per hour winds for tomorrow's threat. As we take a look at our hail outlook for tomorrow, we could potentially see tennis ball or baseball sized hail in the yellow highlighted area with that black outlined and dashes, as well as potentially baseball or tennis ball sized hail, maybe even $50 sized hail in this yellow highlighted area, with this brown highlighted area potentially receiving golf ball sized hail. Overall, tomorrow's threat is not too concerning, to me at least. I do think tomorrow's threat will probably show up and bring some chances of severe weather. We also do have a severe weather outlook issued for the day 3 on Saturday there, indicating that we could have some heavy rain in any of these darker green areas with potentially moderate to heavy thunderstorms. In the light green area there, just some light thunderstorms as well as some moderate to heavy rainfall in any of those light green areas. So the threat for severe weather over the next 3 days is not as high as it has been for the previous 3 days. We do still have a fire weather outlook in effect potentially bringing critical fire conditions to anywhere in those areas. So try to avoid all outdoor burning if possible. If you're in any of these red highlighted areas, I'm sure you'll have fire weather outlooks, fire weather warnings, and issued for your area. Head back to our current radar. We have had one tornado allowed to expire. That was over here in parts of Indiana. Head back over here towards Illinois. We still do have one tornado warning down here in Brimfield, which expires in 15 minutes. So this does include Brimfield, parts of Williamsfield, Yachts City, and parts of Elmwood are included in this here, as well as the Elba Center, Laura, and all of those main cities there in Illinois. That area of rotation is starting to move out of our tornado warning, so I do think that this could expire pretty soon here. In case they do issue it, or in case they do extend it, be prepared for a tornado warning if you were in Wyoming, Illinois, Princeville, Illinois, or any of those following / surrounding areas, as well as parts of Stark or whatever that is, as there is potential for y'all to get issued into a tornado warning as well. Head back up north here, watching this area of rotation here near Tisquil. Everything like that. So we head back up here near Wisconsin, or into Wisconsin. There is also 2 tornado warnings in effect here. These should be allowed to expire pretty soon. I don't think these tornado warnings are going to do anything here, potentially bringing some heavy thunderstorms and everything like that. Overall, the threat of actually a tornado being produced from this.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for somewhere in the United States. I think it's probably just an upgraded one. Okay, it's this one. Yes, I was correct. This Wyoming, Princeville area, you all have had a tornado warning just issued for you right about there. So there is that rotation there headed up straight towards Wyoming, in Illinois as well. It's barely going to miss Princeville, but if you're in Princeville, you will be receiving the backside of things with some strong winds. As this moves in through Stark and everything like that, I do think that Wyoming could get hit by this, getting some very strong winds, and everything like that, sort of. So that is pretty much what our main concern is for this tornado warning. This one is still radar indicated, meaning that there's no tornado on the ground or anything like that. Other than that, there's currently about 5 active tornado warnings, which is these 2 right here. Right here in parts of Illinois, which is probably our biggest concern for today, or for this threat, as of now at least. And that Elmwood one will probably be allowed to expire soon, for that one in Brimfield and everything like that in Yacht City. So that will be canceled pretty soon. This one will most likely still stay in effect for the next few minutes or so, as we head back up here towards Wisconsin. These 2 are not concerning. Those will be expired soon, if not canceled. As we head back over here into Michigan. These over here in Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo is not included in this tornado warning anymore. This is 4 parts of Galesburg, Portage, Pavilion, Augusta, Richland, everything like that. Our strongest area of rotation will be heading through Galesburg pretty soon right there. We'll check our debris. No debris, just some contamination.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I swear if that's observed. Okay. New radar indicated tornado warning. This tornado is shifting its path. Or at least this tornado warning has shifting its path. Mainly just this storm right here. There's that area of rotation. It's a pretty strong area of rotation headed up towards Battle Creek and surrounding areas. So if you are in Battle Creek or you are close to the Kellogg Regional Airport, Fort Custer Training Center, Hearts Lake Conservation Area, Lakeview, Springfield Place, Sunrise Heights, Springfield, any areas like that in parts of Michigan, be aware. Y'all are in a tornado warning. Not to freak y'all out, but there's going to be some very strong winds coming through your area. This is not a tornado on the ground yet. This is just a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So it's something that we will be keeping an eye on as it moves up towards Battle Creek, Springfield, and Augusta. If you are in Climax, Springfield, Augusta, Battle Creek, even parts of Galesburg. Get in your safe place now. Y'all are included in a tornado warning. Especially if you're in Galesburg, you're included in 2 active tornado warnings right now. So be sure to take shelter. There's no tornado on the ground, but it's something that we need to be keeping an eye out for. There's still these 2 tornado warnings up here in Wisconsin that should be allowed to expire soon. Those are not going to do anything except for bring some pretty large hail and some potentially damaging straight-line winds. So we head back down south here, close just to the north of Peoria in Illinois there. If we switch radar sites here to the one closest to this, there is a decent threat for some heavy rainfall, light to moderate thunderstorms, everything like that. Pretty decent area of rotation. This one I honestly would have canceled already if I was the National Weather Service. I would have probably canceled this one for Brimfield, Yacht City, and areas like that, as that is no longer in this area of rotation. I would keep this one right here, though. This one needs to stay, as there is that strong area of rotation. So, yeah. I wouldn't say it's very strong anymore. It's still got that concern to be strong and everything like that. So you still need to keep an eye on it and everything like that as it moves up closer towards Henry every second. It's moving closer towards Camp Grove, Saratoga Center, Broadmoor, Whitefield, Castleton, and areas like that. And Illinois. Sorry about that. We'll take a little bit of a look at what's going on in the United States right now. Right now, we have some pretty heavy rainfall up here in the northern parts of the United States, or in that northeastern parts. Here's our biggest severe weather threat, right in these areas here for today. I don't know why I highlighted Ohio. As these get out of Illinois, the threat will start to die down, so I think we'll end off stream here within an hour or so. Something like that. Okay, they have canceled that tornado warning for Brimfield and Elmwood, as well as Yacht City. So if you were in Brimfield, Yacht City, surrounding areas, unless you are north of those areas like near Princeville, you are safe to get out of your safe place now. There is no longer a tornado warning. You are still under a severe thunderstorm warning, so continue to be aware of that. But you are no longer in a tornado warning, meaning that you can get out of your safe place now. Now, there is still a tornado warning, including Wyoming, Illinois, Princeville, Illinois, Henry, Illinois, as well as Saratoga Center, Camp Grove, Whitefield, Broadmoor, Castleton, in Illinois. Y'all are still included in the tornado warning, so be sure to stay in your safe place.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay, for some reason, they extended this tornado warning up here in Wisconsin. That is absolutely crazy to me. I have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. I honestly don't see any rotation here. If you are in Wisconsin, still take shelter in your safe place there. But I don't think that is a strong tornado anymore, or even a strong severe thunderstorm. Still going to bring some hail, winds, heavy rain, everything like that. It's not a strong tornado-producing storm, at least in my opinion. So we take a look back down here in Illinois. Wyoming, Illinois, Princeville, Illinois, Saratoga Center, Illinois, Camp Grove, Illinois, Castleton, Broadmoor, and Whitefield in Illinois. There is still a pretty strong area of rotation. There's no tornado on the ground, at least that we can see right now. Just some area of rotation, as well as some pretty decently sized hail and rain. There's also a decent area of some rain and everything like that. Alright, if you're just now tuning in here, we are tracking all of these tornado warnings across the U.S. Nothing is too concerning to me, at least as of now. I do think that if you were in that tornado warning up there in Wisconsin, y'all are safe. Stay in your safe place, however, as y'all are still in a tornado warning. There is no longer a crazy severe threat or anything like that. I don't think it's even capable of producing a tornado, at least in my opinion. So if you are in Wisconsin, still stay in your safe place for the next hour. As we head back over here in Michigan, there are still 2 active tornado warnings. One expires in 3 minutes. That is this one right about here. And then there is still that one over here, including Augusta, Galesburg, Climax, Springfield, Battle Creek, areas like that, who are still in a tornado warning with a decent threat of a potential tornado to drop down. Overall, I don't really think a tornado is going to drop down, at least in my opinion. This does expire in 17 minutes. There is still a pretty strong area of rotation, meaning that you'll get some pretty strong winds and everything like that. You'll feel the wind be sucking in towards you and being thrown back out at you as the storm rotates. That's not a tornado throwing it. That's just something that we need to keep an eye on. Alright. The Wisconsin tour that includes the radar check at higher tilt. Wisconsin for has some rotation, but at a higher tilt. Whitewater. Oh, Wisconsin. We go tilt 1. Nope. Go tilt 2. We'll check. We'll put our reflectivity back at tilt 1. Resolution velocity tilt 2. I'm honestly not seeing anything crazy. Alrighty. I am still seeing some areas of rotation, especially here, everything like that, and potentially right here, as it heads up towards the northeast, pretty much towards the National Weather Service station up here. It's gone now. Alright. If y'all are back over here in Wisconsin and you so happen to be in a tornado warning, y'all are pretty much safe. We'll head further down south here, and this one right here, which is in, not even sure, hold up, which is in Illinois. Y'all are safe as well. That does not mean to get out of your safe place. Stay in your safe place, but just beware. Let's see what all storm chasers we still have out there. If I even have a storm chaser out there. I honestly don't know if I have a storm chaser out today. Or anymore, at least. Take a look at our chaser dashboard. Yeah, I don't have a storm chaser out there today. Just for today, though, at least. I did have 2 storm chasers today. One being Carmen Palermo and one being Ken and Colton. They're no longer chasing, apparently. I think they gave up. We're now down to only 3 active tornado warnings. I know that y'all cannot see my screen. I'm trying to refresh it, trust. But we are now down to only 3 active tornado warnings. 1 in Michigan, 1 in Wisconsin, and 1 in Illinois. The one in Wisconsin is not too concerning for me, at least. That one in Michigan does have the chance to produce a tornado. However, it actually producing a tornado is pretty low. I'm trying to get this stream to load my screen so that we all can see my active screen. But it's just not working right now, and I'm not sure why. Let me try to reconnect it. Screen capture. I'm trying to get it to load, guys. It's just not working right now. Honestly, just trying to get it to refresh. While I'm working on this, I'm going to send y'all to a quick little video, as we are outnumbered from tornado warnings with severe thunderstorm warnings. We have 12 active severe thunderstorm warnings. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the video that I am sending y'all to right now.
When a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, it indicates that dangerous weather is currently occurring or is about to occur in your area. A severe thunderstorm is defined as a storm capable of producing winds of 58 miles per hour or stronger, hail that is 1 inch in diameter or larger, or even tornadoes in some cases. These storms can develop quickly and become hazardous within minutes. The primary threat during most severe thunderstorms is damaging straight-line winds, in which can knock down trees, damage roofs, and cause power outages. Large hail can also break windows and damage vehicles. So what should you do when a warning is issued? The safest place to be is inside a sturdy building, away from windows. If possible, move to an interior room underneath your home. If you are driving when a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, try to safely pull off the road and find a nearby building. One crucial thing you should not do is stop under a highway overpass to wait for a storm. While it may seem like a safe place, overpasses can actually amplify wind and create dangerous traffic situations, putting you and others at risk. Additionally, avoid parking under trees as they can fall during strong winds. The best plan is to take severe thunderstorm warnings seriously, move indoors, and stay alert to the weather until the storm passes. Stay safe out there.
Alrighty, there we go. We got the screen back here. We're just waiting for the overlay to load on the bottom as well as the clock. So here's a little illustration I have drawn for you. Right about here. And this one up here in Wisconsin. Right here. In that arrow. Y'all don't have the biggest concern, at least for what I am seeing. That tornado warning should be expired pretty soon. Look down here in Illinois. That does have a pretty big concern. That one right there, I have marked it with a check mark, meaning that it could produce something crazy. This one over here in Michigan. Actually, this one over here in Michigan could produce a tornado. It does have some very strong winds with it. Overall, I'm not too concerned about it. There is still 2 radar indicated tornado warnings for Battle Creek, Augusta, Climax, Galesburg, Pavilion.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
2 areas of strong rotation. Over here near Pavilion, area of some pretty strong rotation as we look on reflectivity. There's some heavy rain and everything like that. No signs of debris. As we head up north, take a look at our velocity scans here. Just to the north of Springfield. Strong area of rotation, as well as in Urbandale. Take a look at our correlation coefficient. No signs of debris. Look on radar, some moderate to heavy rainfall. Maybe some light thunder every here and there. As we take a look back at this Wisconsin one, not too strong of rotation, just some contamination as it's moving towards the radar, and once it moves past the radar, it will be harder to detect as it's moving closer to the radar. As we head down here, as we head a little bit south down here, like I said, shows a decent area of rotation, nothing concerning as it's moving off towards the Sinnoquine Lake, and everything like that. This one expires in 23 minutes. So none of these are too concerning, at least as of now. That one's not too concerning. This one's not too concerning. I'll put an X through either of them, or each of them. Actually, I'm going to put an X through these. Check mark. Not even sure if we still have a tornado warning down here, but if we do, we're going to put an X. So this one over here in Wisconsin, not a big concern. This one down here in Illinois, not a big concern. This one up here, Michigan, decently big concern, as we could have twister tornadoes, or twin tornadoes, as some may like to call that. One potentially just to the southeast of Pavilion, and one just north of Springfield and north of Battle Creek by now. As we head back over here towards this one in Illinois, which we still do have an effect. Expires in 22 minutes. There's a decent area of rotation, nothing concerning. As we look up here near Cherry, Ladd, and Peru. In Illinois. An area of decent rotation and a severe thunderstorm warning. Could get tornado warned soon. Nothing concerning, though. This one here, not a big concern. I would completely put an X through it, and if I was the National Weather Service, I would completely cancel it. It expires in 51 minutes. We are most likely going to end off the stream here in just a few minutes, and unless anything gets crazy again, I will not be going live. Hold up. Alright, so like I said, nothing concerning for these threats here, except for this one in Michigan. This Michigan one does have a decent threat. Wisconsin, no. Illinois, no. As these move off into parts of Indiana and Michigan, the threat will start to die down as they sort of reach Joliet in Indiana, and into that Indiana, as they cross the Indiana-Illinois state line. Everything like that. So yeah. So take a look here. Nothing too concerning. This one is concerning. This one's not concerning. So any of these two, including Illinois and Wisconsin, are not concerning, at least as of now. This one in here in Michigan is pretty concerning, honestly. Do you think it could drop a tornado? Now, Kalamazoo It's no longer included in this threat. I probably just absolutely butchered that city name. This tornado warning down here in Pavilion. Strong area of rotation, as well as this one moving off of Battle Creek. Area of strong rotation. Once again, our strongest area of rotation is down here near Pavilion. This one up here north of Battle Creek is not as concerning. This one in Pavilion is one that expires in 19 minutes. This one in Battle Creek expires in 4 minutes. Alright. Nothing too concerning, like I said. This one up here near Battle Creek is about to move out of the tornado warning, indicating that this one will expire in about 4 minutes. That is the estimated time by the National Weather Service of when that tornado warning will expire, unless they decide to extend the tornado warning, which is where they add another tornado warning for more areas, or they cancel it and don't reissue one. I think this will be probably one of the cancel. Then if we do a reissue sign and then cross it out. So it will just be a canceled tornado warning. This one right here will still be in effect for the next 19 minutes as it moves up towards Springfield and Battle Creek as well. Springfield and Battle Creek has just gotten hit by some pretty strong winds and everything. Unacceptable. Unless they're issuing this for strong winds. That is absolutely unacceptable.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
That sound is for this one right here. We are going to be ending stream off here within the next 2 minutes or so. So if there's one thing I want y'all to know, Illinois, you should be good for the day. Maybe 1 or 2 more tornadoes for the rest of the night up here in Wisconsin. Maybe 2 more tornado warnings for the night. Michigan, y'all should be good once these 2 expire. Indiana should not have another tornado warning tonight. Ohio, no tornado warning for the night. Iowa, definitely no tornado warning for the night. Missouri, no more tornado warnings for the night. Everybody is safe from tornado warnings tonight, pretty much, as our threat is starting to die down. So, yeah, pretty much most of our chasers are calling it a day. Most of the storm chasers are calling it a day out there. I no longer have any storm chasers out there right now. Overall, one thing I want y'all to really understand: this tornado warning. Hold up. This tornado warning, concerning. This tornado warning, not concerning. Janesville, got you, bro. That's the only area of rotation I could potentially be seeing. I'm going to check on a higher tilt. I will. But tilt 2. Not much of a concern either, honestly. I think just some strong winds. Okay, news for thunderstorm warning. Not sure what that is for. One of these tornado warnings has been allowed to expire now. So if you are in Vicksburg, Schoolcraft, Flowerfield, Minden, Leonidas, y'all are safe to get out of y'all safe place now. As well as Marshall, areas like that. That were in a tornado warning about right here. Y'all are now safe to get out of y'all safe place. Also, WeatherCraft, why'd you hop off the call? But yeah, chat, that's pretty much going to be it for the stream. So if you are still simulcasting me, WeatherCraft, I would go ahead and end that simulcast if I were you. Because we're fixing to go into the stream ending, or the ending stream scene. So with that being said, that was it for today's video, or that was it for today's live stream. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good rest of your night. Peace out, chat.